Push the pawns. You have 8 pawns. Why are you still moving your queen? A4. Oh my goodness. Queen G. Queen G7. All right. Queen C5. I mean, how many times are we going to play this game of like, don't trade the queen, trade the queen. Black said, no, I don't want to trade the... Nothing makes sense anymore. Nobody knows what they're playing for. How can you possibly not trade queens? You just win all the pawns. I mean, this is so easily winning. If the pawns are on the same color, the bishop just butchers them. You blockade them. You put bishop and king, and then you just win all the pawns. What is black doing? Why is black moving the king when they're not even in a check? Black is just stuck in a zombie loop. Queen h5 check. Moves the king again. Queen e5 repeating, and finally black takes. Okay. Okay, it's over. Okay. Takes. It's over. The bishop is going to start feasting, and just so you know, like, this looks scary. It's not. There's nothing you can do here. Because the thing is, none of these pawns are actually walking into anything meaningful. So, king f2, bishop b1. It doesn't matter if all the pawns are on... Look how easy it is to win a pawn. Rook b7. And then I have to move this, and then you go here. And then once you start splitting the pawns apart, it becomes a lot easier, and they're just too slow. They're just too slow. This is not going to work. They're too slow. Bishop f5. Even this now, e7, bishop takes. Like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Actually, bishop f5 technically blunders a little fork, and if takes e7, e8. Got to be a little careful. fe5, and black plays bishop. Okay, everybody knows that when you can take a pawn, it's better to just attack another one. Now you can't take anything. Rook c... Oh my goodness! Whoa! What about a4? White says, you know what? I'm going to run my king forward. Oh, but it's rook a3. But my friends, this is like a movie. This is Sparta right here. The 300 soldiers that held it down. This is the king and his pawns. He stood there and went, each of you will die for a good cause today. This is Sparta! And he just runs forward. Rook to a3, hunting down one of the last 7 pawns remaining, h4. Rook takes b3. The king defends. A 3rd pawn has fallen. B, A, C. The entire queen side has collapsed, but the king has joined forces with the center pawns and the 2 flank pawns. The board is now going to get cut in half as black tries to systematically blockade the pawns and win them one by one, and then deliver a checkmate with king and rook, because black doesn't have any pawns. Black can't promote to a queen. G4, bishop d5 blockading, king to g5. A fatal mistake. White needed to advance the pawns together like this. That would have gotten him somewhere. That would have been really dangerous. But instead, he accidentally abandoned the pawn on the back ranks. It's over. He's lost half of his pawns.